Have you ever felt like you were born into a situation that seemed almost impossible to change? Maybe it felt like no matter how hard you tried, the same negative patterns, whether in relationships, finances, or health, kept repeating themselves through your family's generations. What you might not realize is that these patterns are what many spiritual traditions call generational curses. These aren't curses in the sense of magic, but deep-rooted karmic cycles that pass from one generation to the next. Breaking free from these cycles is no easy task, but once you do, it's like a weight lifts off not just your shoulders, but your entire family line. Today, we're diving into the 7 signs that you've successfully broken the generational curse and shifted your family's karma. These signs are significant, often subtle, and deeply spiritual. Recognizing them in your life will confirm that you've made a powerful change, not just for yourself, but for your entire lineage. Sign 1. You feel a deep sense of inner peace. One of the clearest signs that you've broken the generational curse is a profound sense of inner peace that radiates from your core. This peace isn't just a fleeting moment of calm, but a transformative state of being. You may have spent much of your life battling inner turmoil, anxiety, or fear, often without even realizing where those feelings originated. It's as if you've been carrying the emotional baggage of your ancestors, unconsciously inheriting their unresolved traumas, fears, and insecurities. When you break free from the patterns that have trapped your family for generations, you'll notice a remarkable shift. Those feelings of constant worry, self-doubt, or inner chaos start to dissipate. It's not that life becomes suddenly perfect or free of challenges, but you handle those challenges with an entirely different energy. Instead of reacting from a place of fear, survival, or defensiveness, you move through the world with a deep sense of calmness, groundedness, and confidence. This peace isn't something that can be bought or externally achieved. It is an internal state of being. You've done the spiritual work to sever the ties of generational pain, and as a result, your energy has shifted. It's as if a heavy burden has been lifted from your spirit. You may notice that situations that once triggered you no longer have the same power over you. Even in the midst of chaos, you remain centered, unshaken, and in tune with your higher self. This shift happens because energetically, you are no longer bound by the unhealed traumas of your ancestors. You've cleared that energy from your system, which has allowed your vibration to rise. As your frequency increases, you align more closely with the energy of peace, joy, and love. Imagine flipping a light switch in a dark room. The light represents your newfound clarity and peace, and the darkness symbolizes the generational curses that once clouded your judgment and emotions. Now that you've cleared the path, you are free to shine your light in a way that uplifts not just yourself, but those around you. Sign 2. You're no longer attracted to toxic relationships. Generational curses often reveal themselves most clearly in our relationships. Perhaps your family has a history of broken marriages, abusive partnerships, or constant conflict. These relationship dynamics are often karmic in nature, repeating generation after generation until someone consciously chooses to break the cycle. It can be incredibly difficult to escape these patterns because they feel so deeply ingrained. The relationships you grew up seeing may have conditioned you to believe that dysfunction is normal, or that love must be earned through sacrifice and suffering. If you've noticed that you're no longer drawn to toxic relationships, or that the toxic people in your life have started to naturally fade away, this is a powerful sign that you've broken free from the karmic chains that once bound your family. You've done the necessary inner work to heal the wounds that attracted those relationships in the first place. Now, instead of unconsciously seeking out people who mirror your family's dysfunctional patterns, you find yourself attracted to individuals who resonate with your new, higher vibration. You may notice that your standards for relationships have shifted. Where once you may have tolerated disrespect, manipulation, or emotional unavailability, you now prioritize mutual respect, emotional support, and genuine connection. This isn't just about romantic relationships either. Toxic friendships, family dynamics, and even work relationships start to fall away as you continue to heal. A profound realization that comes with breaking this generational curse is that you no longer feel the need to fix others or stay in unhealthy situations out of guilt or obligation. You recognize that your role is not to carry the burdens of others, nor is it to repeat the same toxic cycles that have plagued your family. You're more comfortable with solitude and self-reflection, knowing that it's better to be alone and at peace than to be in relationships that drain your energy and stifle your growth. This newfound ability to attract healthier, more fulfilling relationships is a clear sign that you've broken free from your family's karmic cycles. You're no longer living out the unresolved traumas of your ancestors. Instead, you're creating a new pattern, one based on love, respect, and emotional well-being. And as you continue this journey of healing and growth, it's important to recognize that aligning yourself with positive energies isn't limited to just relationships. It extends to every area of your life, including your ability to attract abundance and financial prosperity. In fact, there's a fascinating method that taps into the power of energy alignment and manifestation, a 7-second ritual rooted in the science of Tesla's teachings. PhD neuroscientists have explored how this technique can magnetize money and opportunities into your life. If you're curious about how to enhance your journey of abundance, check out the first pinned comment below for more details on this powerful Tesla ritual. But for now, let's continue our journey. Sign 3. Your finances have improved in unexpected ways. Generational curses don't just affect our emotional well-being. They often manifest in tangible, practical ways, including finances. Perhaps your family has long struggled with poverty, debt, or a scarcity mindset. These financial struggles aren't just the result of poor decisions. They can be deeply rooted in generational karma. For some families, money is tied to fear, control, or shame, and those unconscious beliefs about abundance are passed down through generations. But when you break the generational curse, something remarkable happens. Things begin to shift in your financial life, often in ways you never expected. You might receive an unexpected inheritance or find yourself landing a job that pays better than you ever imagined. Sometimes, opportunities to make money seem to come out of nowhere, as if the universe is finally aligning with you to reward the work you've done in breaking free from your family's karmic patterns. This financial abundance isn't just a stroke of luck. It's a spiritual consequence of the inner work you've done. By healing the wounds of scarcity and lack, you've shifted your energy from one of fear and limitation to one of abundance and possibility. You've aligned yourself with the natural flow of prosperity, and as a result, you begin to experience financial opportunities that previously seemed out of reach. It's important to understand that breaking this generational curse doesn't mean you'll never face financial challenges again. But when challenges do arise, you approach them from a place of empowerment rather than fear. You no longer operate from a scarcity mindset, hoarding money out of fear of losing it. Instead, you trust in the flow of the universe, knowing that as you continue to heal and raise your vibration, abundance will continue to flow into your life. In some cases, you may find that your financial breakthrough isn't just about money. It's about a shift in your relationship with wealth. You begin to see money as a tool for spiritual growth, a resource that allows you to live a life of purpose and fulfillment rather than a source of stress or control. This shift is perhaps the most profound sign that you've broken the generational curse and shifted your family's karma. By changing your relationship with money, you've set the stage for future generations to experience financial freedom and abundance. Sign 4. You've developed strong boundaries. Boundaries are essential for maintaining a healthy relationship with yourself and others, but they are especially crucial when breaking generational curses. If your family history includes patterns of codependency, manipulation, or overgiving, then setting boundaries may have been something you or your family members have struggled with for generations. These unhealthy dynamics can often leave you feeling drained, disrespected, or taken advantage of. When you've broken the generational curse, one of the first changes you may notice is a newfound strength in establishing clear, firm boundaries. In the past, you may have said yes when you really meant no, out of fear of disappointing others or being rejected. But now, you no longer feel compelled to sacrifice your well-being to please those around you. You've learned to honor your own needs and trust your inner guidance, recognizing that by doing so, you protect your energy and foster healthier relationships. This shift is powerful because it signals that you've reclaimed your personal sovereignty. You are no longer bound by the unconscious expectations and unhealthy patterns that have been passed down through your family. Instead, you are consciously choosing to rewrite the narrative. By setting and maintaining boundaries, you break free from the dysfunctional patterns of your ancestors, giving yourself the space to heal, grow, and thrive. This ability to assert yourself is also a gift that you pass down to future generations. Your children and their children will benefit from the healthy relationship patterns you've established, and they will carry forward the legacy of self-respect and emotional balance. Boundaries are a form of self-love, and they allow you to create a life that aligns with your values. As you continue to uphold these boundaries, you also teach others how to treat you. Those who cannot respect your limits may fall away from your life, but in their place, you'll attract people who honor your energy and support your growth. This is a clear sign that the generational curse has been broken, and a new chapter of empowerment has begun. Sign 5. Healing has manifested in your physical body. The mind, body, and spirit are deeply interconnected, and generational curses often manifest as physical ailments, chronic illness, or other health issues that seem to persist within families. You may have noticed patterns of certain diseases, mental health struggles, or addictions that have affected multiple generations. These issues are not just random occurrences. They can be deeply tied to unresolved emotional and spiritual wounds that have been passed down through your ancestral line. When you break the generational curse, the healing process doesn't just occur on an emotional or spiritual level. It often shows up in your physical body as well. This might look like a chronic health condition suddenly improving, or it may be that you experience a sense of vitality and energy you haven't felt in years. You may also notice that mental health struggles, such as anxiety or depression, begin to ease as you clear the energetic blockages that have been holding you back. This physical healing is a direct result of the spiritual work you've done to release the burdens of your ancestors. When you free yourself from the karmic cycles of fear, guilt, and trauma, your body responds by healing itself. Remember, emotions like stress, anger, and resentment are stored in the body, and over time, they can lead to physical illness. But when you break free from those emotional chains, your body can finally begin to release that stored energy, allowing for deep, profound healing. In some cases, you may even notice that your physical healing creates a ripple effect in your family. As you clear the karmic energy from your lineage, other family members might also experience improvements in their health. This is because energy is not confined to one person. It flows through entire families and communities. When you heal, you help heal the collective energy of your bloodline. This is one of the most powerful confirmations that the generational curse has been lifted, as it shows that the spiritual and physical aspects of your being are now in harmony. Sign 6. You've forgiven your ancestors and yourself. Forgiveness is a critical and often overlooked aspect of breaking generational curses. Many of us carry unconscious anger, resentment, or even shame toward our ancestors for the choices they made that contributed to the karmic cycles we've inherited. Whether it's addiction, abuse, neglect, or financial struggles, it's easy to feel frustrated or even bitter about the challenges you've had to face because of the actions of those who came before you. However, true healing cannot occur without forgiveness. When you've truly broken the generational curse, you'll find that you no longer hold on to this anger or blame. Instead, you begin to see your ancestors through the lens of compassion and understanding. You realize that they were doing the best they could with the tools, knowledge, and circumstances they had. The choices they made, though painful, were often rooted in their own wounds, traumas, and limitations. Forgiving your ancestors doesn't mean condoning their actions or pretending that the pain they caused didn't matter. It means recognizing their humanity and releasing the emotional hold their mistakes have had on your life. By choosing to forgive, you free yourself from the karmic cycle of blame and resentment, allowing space for healing and growth. This forgiveness also extends to yourself. Just as you have compassion for your ancestors, you must also cultivate compassion for your own journey. Like them, you've made mistakes, acted out of fear, or perpetuated negative patterns. But now you're able to look at those moments with self-love and understanding. You no longer judge yourself harshly for the past. You realize that your healing is an ongoing process, and that by forgiving yourself, you elevate your vibration to a higher level of spiritual awareness. Forgiveness is the final step in breaking the generational curse because it severs the energetic ties that keep you bound to the past. Once you've forgiven, you are free to move forward, unburdened by the weight of old wounds and mistakes. This forgiveness not only heals your heart, but it also releases the karmic ties that once bound you to the patterns of your ancestors. Sign 7. You're helping others break free. One of the most profound signs that you've successfully broken the generational curse is that you begin to help others break free as well. Your healing journey has empowered you to be a source of guidance and inspiration for those around you, whether they are members of your family, friends, or even people outside of your immediate circle. As you continue to grow and heal, your energy becomes a beacon of light, showing others that it is possible to break free from the karmic cycles that have held them back. You may find yourself sharing your story more openly, offering words of encouragement, or providing advice to others who are still struggling with the same patterns you've overcome. This could be as simple as having a conversation with a family member about setting boundaries, or as profound as leading others through their own healing process. Either way, you are now in a position to assist others in their spiritual growth, becoming a living example of what it means to break a generational curse and shift your family's karma. By helping others, you are not only reinforcing your own healing, but creating a ripple effect that has the potential to shift the energy of entire communities. Your journey becomes a catalyst for change, inspiring others to begin their own path toward freedom and empowerment. This is the ultimate sign that you've broken the curse. You've become a force for positive transformation in the world. In conclusion, breaking a generational curse and shifting your family's karma is one of the most profound, life-changing spiritual journeys you can embark on. It's not just about your individual growth, but about rewriting the story of your entire family lineage. This is sacred work that requires immense courage, self-awareness, and a deep commitment to healing, not only for yourself, but also for your ancestors and the generations to come. The signs we've explored today, whether it's finding inner peace, developing stronger boundaries, improving your finances, healing physically, or helping others, are powerful confirmations that you've done the deep inner work necessary to break free from these ancestral patterns. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. By shifting your family's karmic energy, you're transforming the energetic blueprint of your lineage. Imagine the ripple effect this creates, not only for your children and their children, but for your extended family, your community, and beyond. Your healing is an act of service that goes far beyond yourself. You are lighting the way for others, becoming a source of inspiration and hope for those who are still trapped in the cycles of pain, trauma, or limitation. If these signs resonate with you, take a moment to celebrate your journey. You have stepped into the role of a cycle breaker, a karma shifter, and a healer, and that is something truly remarkable. It's important to pause, reflect, and acknowledge how far you've come. You've done what many before you could not. You've liberated not only your soul, but the souls of your ancestors and descendants. This is no small accomplishment. But remember, this journey is ongoing. As you continue to heal, you will continue to experience deeper levels of growth, abundance, and spiritual alignment. The universe is now aligning in your favor because you've stepped into your highest potential. Keep nurturing your boundaries, keep honoring your peace, and keep sharing your story. Your journey is far from over, and there is still so much beauty and transformation waiting for you. If these signs resonated with you, I encourage you to reflect on where you are in your own journey. What generational patterns have you already broken? What healing still calls to you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear how these insights are unfolding in your life. And if you're still working through some of these areas, know that this is a process. Healing takes time, and every step you take toward breaking free from your family's karmic cycles is a step toward empowerment and freedom. Don't rush it. Trust that your journey is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of the spiritual insights we share here. Also, feel free to share this video with anyone you think could benefit from these messages. The more we spread awareness, the more we can collectively break free from the generational curses that hold us back. Remember, you are not alone in this. There's a whole community of us here who are on the same journey of healing, growth, and spiritual expansion. Let's support each other as we continue to step into our power and shift the karmic energy of our lives and families. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to connect with you again soon on your path to spiritual freedom.